Hey, it's Dr. Jared. One of the main causes of lower back pain is actually weakness in your core. And if you can strengthen the right core muscles with the right exercises, your lower back starts to feel better. That's exactly what I want to share with you today. I'm going to take you through a quick 10-minute routine that you can do a couple of times a week that are going to strengthen those core muscles and help your lower back to feel better. Let's get started with some single leg bridges. Go ahead and lay down on your back with both of your knees bent. You're going to straighten your right leg out and then use your left glute to lift your hips up off of the floor. I'll hit start on my timer and we're going to do this one for 40 seconds. And so again, I'm going to squeeze and contract my glute, lift my hips up, and then slowly return right back down to that starting position. Lift and squeeze, 1, 2, 3 second hold, and then slowly return back down to the starting position. So it looks just like this. If this is too difficult, if you can't get that single leg bridge, what we need to do is just bend both legs, and then we can do the double leg version, looks just like this. And so again, we're going to go for 40 seconds. I'm going to go back to the single leg version, 40 seconds on the left. We'll rest for 20 seconds, and then we'll do 40 seconds on the right. And do what you can with this. If you can't keep up with the reps that I'm doing, feel free to take it slower, take it at your own pace. Do what you can. That's the most important part, is that we do this regularly and consistently. And you should see that strength increases and your tolerance to these exercises will also improve. Let's even it out on the right side. So now my left leg is extended out straight. My right leg is bent. We're going to lift. We're going to use the right hip and the right glute to extend, to lift the hips up off of the ground and to strengthen that area. Your lower back muscles love to work in connection with those glute muscles. The muscles that extend your hip work very closely with the muscles that extend your lower back. This is a great exercise to strengthen and train both of those areas. So it looks just like that. Really good, very nice. We'll take, again, just a 20-second rest interval, and we're gonna get into a modified side plank on the left side. Now on this, what I'm going to do is lay on my left side, my left elbow is down, my legs are bent, and I'm on the outside of my left knee. When that timer goes off, we're gonna pop the hip up off of the ground. Looks just like this. This would be the modified side plank. This is kind of the beginner version. If you can, what I want you to do is come down, pop up into the side plank, and then separate your knees. So lift that right knee up off of your left, hold 2-3 seconds, and then come right back down. So this is the version that I would love to see you doing right here. So we're popping up, we're coming up into what we'd call a hip abduction with my right hip as it's coming up off of the ground. And you're just gonna feel that a lot more in these lateral hip muscles. We call it the lateral pillar. Basically, I'm trying to strengthen that left side of your lower back muscles in connection with the left side hip muscles. But now, again, we gotta even things out. Let's roll over onto the right side and do another 40 seconds. So now I'm on my right elbow, I'm on the outside of my right knee. When that timer goes off, I'm gonna pop up with my hip and abduct at my legs. So right here is what it looks like. Nice and tight, nice and in control. Again, if you can't get the abduction and the lift part of this, we're just right here in a static side plank. And you should be able to contract and feel those muscles on that right side of your torso working with this one. A lot of times I think when we think core exercises, we think abs, not realizing that your core isn't just the muscles in the front, it's the muscles on the side, it's the muscles in your back. It's more like a canister or a cylinder, not just flat and one-dimensional. And so we need to train it as such, and that's how we help our lower back to feel better. Okay, let's get up into a bird dog position. So for this, we're gonna be down on all fours. I've got my hands below my shoulders. I've got my knees below my hips. When that timer goes off, I'm going to extend my left leg straight back while bringing my right arm straight forward. Hold 2, 3, and then we're going to alternate back with the left arm and the right leg. And so it looks just like this. Focus on control on this one. Keep in mind that I don't want you to just, go fast like this. Nice and slow up, hold and control, 1, 2, nice and slow down. You're gonna feel this in your glutes, you're gonna feel this in your lower back, you're gonna feel this a little bit in your upper back, and it looks just like that. Probably one of my favorite exercises for lower back pain, just because we're not moving the spine, there's no motion occurring at the spine, but it's a great way to fire all of those muscles that support and stabilize your spine. Okay, we're gonna drop right down into a plank from there. And so go ahead and lay down on your stomach. A modified plank would be pop up onto your elbows and knees. I'm gonna go the full plank version on this. You do whichever one your strength and ability level will allow. And so with the full plank, I'm up on my toes and I'm up on my elbows, and my back is in a nice straight position, meaning I don't have my hips way up here high and I don't have my hips way down here low, but my back is in this nice flat neutral position. Bonus on this one, I want you to try to bring your belly button up and in towards your spine. And what that's gonna do is kick on a deep core muscle. It's called your transverse abdominis muscle. That's going to make this exercise even that much more effective. It's strengthening and stabilizing your deep core. Think of that muscle as a corset. And if we tighten that corset up, your back becomes more stabilized. So that's what that one looks like. Go ahead and roll over onto your back. Now we're gonna work obliques with some different muscles. We're gonna add some rotation. This is gonna be an upper circle crunch. Link your fingers behind your head really lightly. I'm going to lift my right shoulder blade and then my left shoulder blade up off of the ground, return the right shoulder blade, return the left shoulder blade. So right comes up, left comes up, right goes down, left goes down. And we're gonna do about 5 circles that way. So right up, right down, left down. Let's do one more. And then we're gonna reverse it. Now we're gonna go left up, left down, right down. And so we're gonna try to do just an even number of circles in each direction. What you're gonna feel with this, again, we're keeping our back in a relatively safe and neutral position, but you're gonna feel these oblique muscles going crazy with this. These are your external obliques right up here below your ribs is what we're working. Okay, the next one's gonna be a reverse crunch. Now, traditionally, you'll see these performed just like this. Keep in mind, I don't want to activate the hip flexors too much on this, so I like to coach these a little bit differently. We're gonna get into this tabletop position. From here, I want you to focus on lifting your tailbone. So you can drop the legs a little bit, lift the tailbone to the sky, and then come right back down. That's actually the motion that we're worried about. That's the motion that we want to activate to bring our abs into this and to activate our abs to the best of our ability. So it looks just like that. And this is a great exercise. Once again, if you can bring your belly button in, suck your belly button in towards your spine while you're doing this exercise, that's gonna be a bonus, right? That's what you need in this, is a bonus way to make it harder, bonus way to make it more effective. Good, just like that. We're gonna follow that up with something that is gonna work similar muscles, but not quite as aggressively. We did the hard one first. Now we're gonna do some tabletop toe taps. Come up here into the tabletop position. I want you to activate your deep core and keep your lower back in contact with the ground. Now what we can do is slowly lower left leg and then return, and then slowly lower right leg and then return. So we're gonna alternate lowering left leg, right leg, just like that. But keep in mind, I want you to activate your core muscles and keep your lower back in contact with the ground. So your lower back wants to arch as you drop your legs down. I want you to use those muscles to keep it in contact with the ground. So it looks just like that. You are doing awesome. You're doing so great. Again, these core exercises, these core workouts, they don't have to take a lot of time to be super effective. In fact, I like to keep them a little bit shorter just because then they become a little bit easier to do regularly. The last exercise we're gonna finish with is one of my favorite for back pain. In the Pilates world, they refer to this one as a swimmer. You're going to lay on your stomach with your arms stretched out overhead. When that timer goes off, I'm going to lift my right arm and my left leg up off of the floor and then right back down, and then follow that up, left arm, right leg, and then right back down. So it looks just like this. Great exercise, again, for all your spine erectors and those muscles that basically extend your back and stabilize your spine. We've just got 40 seconds on this and then the 20-second break. This is our last exercise. And so again, it doesn't need to take long to be effective. The goal on this is I wanted to show you something that you can just do. It only takes 10 minutes out of your day. And if you do these enough, your muscles are going to get strong and you're going to start to feel a lot better. And so my typical recommendation on this is come back and do these 2 to 3 times a week if you can. Preferably 3 to 5 times a week would be a great number to shoot for with the exercises in this video with this workout routine. We've got 4 seconds left. If you're interested in seeing more things for lower back pain, specifically, I would recommend we do some stretches for your lower back pain as well. Click on this video to check out the best stretches that I would recommend for you. Click the circle right here to subscribe to Tone and Tighten if you haven't done so already. I'd love to see you back for future videos. Hope this helps. Hope to see you again soon right here on Tone and Tighten.